What's up, everybody? Welcome to No Control RC. So today we actually picked up something from FMS. We're going to get it out of the box and take a good look at it, go through all the specs, see how cool of a rig this really is. So as you know, we do the honest review, so we're going to give this thing an honest run through, see how cool it is. Let's have it. It's got weight to it. Next time I say throw the box at me, maybe not. All right. Ooh. The book's on the outside. This is what we got. So we're going to take a second, get this bad boy out of the box so we can look at it and go through. Nobody really wants to see me struggle with this thing coming out of the box anyway. So let's do that. That's a Colorado. I got one of those. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. All right, so as you can see, this is what we got. We got the Colorado edition FMS rig here. I actually really want to see what this looks like. So let's get this thing. Oh, it looks really cool. Let's get this thing out. Ooh. Yeah. It's bright. Let's get this plastic off. Everybody loves this sound. All right, so here she is all out of the box. Got this FMT10 Colorado out, and first impressions look-wise, it looks pretty killer. We're going to pull the body off here in a second, but the time they took to get all the licensing to have this ZR2 look like a ZR2, they did a killer job. It comes with 3 unique paint schemes, and this is the one we picked up. So I like it. I like darker anyway, so it looks really good. It does come with a little light bar right here that you can put on. Let's try this FMS quick release body system out. You just push buttons and she's supposed to come off basically, which they're right here. And that popped up, and that popped up. Just like that. Honestly, that's actually pretty slick. That comes off really easy. So let's flap this bad boy over here. And now let's take a second. We're actually going to bring this in a little closer so we can really take a good look at the inside of this, because initially, looking at it right now, this is a lot different than any other FMS rig I've seen. And this looks pretty killer. So let's bring that thing in and take a closer look. Quick release body system, which you can see right here. They have these spring dogs right here. Unclips and pops right up. It actually does work really good. Longevity, we'll see how it works, but everything is shrouded. The body sits right down in these squares, so everything should be protected, so it should be pretty good. We'll kind of start right with the front right here. Got a pretty long bumper on it. Take a look at these bad boys right here. These braces, I can't think of the actual name for them, but they did one heck of a job. These little things right here hold the hinge pins in, is what it looks like. We'll probably end up pulling one out in a little while just to check it out, but really good craftsmanship right there. That looks pretty killer. Got our really big body shocks right here, threaded bodies. They feel really nice. Really feel like they're valved really good. They come up nice and slow. Should stay planted pretty good. Come right out here to the double wishbone suspension. Let's turn that guy so you can see it. I'll actually in a second pull the wheel off so we can really see the hub. But this all looks really good. All metal drives. I'm actually really impressed with this so far. We'll before we pull some stuff apart, let's get through the middle of this bad boy. Get this nice strong brace right here. It does come with a 2000 kV brushless motor with a 120 amp ESC that they claim will do upwards of, well, for the Canadian people, we'll do 80 kilometers an hour, but for us American people, that's about 49.7, which is about 50 miles an hour. Now it does have 3 metal diffs, front, rear, and center. Full metal, full ball bearings. so like I said, they really stepped this bad boy up. I kind of can't wait to see what this thing does. Look at the chassis. It's a full metal chassis. And the detail they put into stuff like this, it's got a dragon on the bottom where it says roar and rule. So we're going to find out what that means. Unfortunately, I think that's going to get scratched up. Especially if we let you drive it. Oh, wow, yeah. There, in a nutshell, there's the basics. Let's take a quick second here. Let's take this tool. Let's look at this. So we got regular square hubs on the outside. They look like roughly around the 17 mil area. We'll test it a little later. But as I was looking, this is something I noticed that I actually thought was really cool. So these outer hubs, your steering bracket right here can actually be taken off and bolted on either side. So that means you only have to have one spare hub if you get really running this really hard. And you can put it on either side. And these usually aren't too difficult to get out. So I really like that. Really nice. Flows. Kind of good attention to detail. I like it. We got a nice metal steering setup in there. It's hard to see. If we pull it apart a little further, you might see. We do have sway bars up front here and in the rear. That'll help her handle a little bit better. 35 kg servo. The steering feels incredibly smooth. There's no bind whatsoever in it. I like that. And one of the last big things I think we really need to point out, which it came with your little jumper wire there, so if you want to run one battery pack, you're good to go. But this thing is capable of 2, 3, and 4S. Now I don't know about you, but I don't think I'm going to bother with 2 or 3. I think we're just going to go right ahead and go to. I think we're going to go right to 4S with this bad boy, because I feel like that's what we like to do. So yeah, we're going to take another second and kind of look at a couple more things, but we're still kicking around if we really want to pull this apart any further. I'm more apt to want to throw a battery in it and give us some run time. All right, so we went all the way and actually pulled this thing apart. So let's kind of check out the insides of this thing. Now it took a couple minutes to get her apart, so don't mind the mess. But these hinge pin holders that they have in them, really nice quality. I do like them. Let's get that back on there. Very good quality. Here's our diff right here. Now we left it in there because I don't know, you're used to seeing what they really grease the insides of this thing, which is actually really nice to see because I've pulled many other ones apart that have barely any grease on it, and they got some pretty good fluid. This is the front one. There's some relatively stiff fluid in there, so and you can see right there. Look at that thing rolling those ball bearings. That's all really good quality. Does it take a minute? It takes a minute to get it down this far, but everything came apart really nice. Obviously, you can see the table. We took basically a quarter of the rig apart. So there's pieces everywhere, but everything's really, really nicely made. You can see the steering I was talking about earlier right there. The double bell crank setup. Nice aluminum pieces, it looks like right there. Everything's edged. Really quality looking stuff. So there she all is. From what I've seen and what I've experienced with FMS, this thing is a big jump ahead from everything else that I've had. This went from, I feel like this is going from fun to like we're serious, we're here to make some noise. So we're gonna put this thing back together and we're gonna throw some batteries in this thing and really see what it can do. All right, so we're back from running the FMS FMT10 that we took. We took it grass, road, and the most fun was the sand pit. We brought it to a local sand pit that we have. And all in all, we'll keep it pretty simple. The truck was a lot of fun. It handles very well for what it is. It being 4S, is actually extremely quick for its size. It's really pretty snappy for what it is. It's a ton of fun. It jumps very well. I had a blast for it. Alex had a blast with it. And as you can kind of see, we didn't hold back on getting it dirty. This thing is filthy. We're going to have to like pressure wash it. But I don't know, like even, I think I had mentioned even earlier in the video. Oh. Yeah, it's like sand everywhere. Let's just take that off. So actually, even though, yeah, really it's not horribly dirty inside, but even underneath actually held up very well. Next time we do one this dirty, I'll let him do the wrap up. This thing is filthy. But all in all, that's really all I got to say about it. It performed well, it handled well. We didn't have any issues. We ran multiple batteries through it in sand. Obviously, she builds a little bit of heat, but anything is going to build heat when you run 2 straight battery packs in sand. It performed very well. Still looks pretty good. It just needs a bath. Bad.
Push to the side.
Yeah, there's something here.
Brandon's underselling this rig a little bit. I beat the crap out of this thing continuously.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I mean, abuse. And it's all in one piece. Nothing broke. Something really should have broke, but it didn't. I'm super impressed with it. The one thing that I will say is when you're out in the sand, the clipless body system, it works decent, but if you get any debris in there, you really got to get it out there before you try to put it back on, or it doesn't click down all the way. But if that's the biggest issue you have with a truck of this scale that's going after this section of the market, I mean, that's a win. This thing impressed me a lot, and that's saying a lot. FMS definitely stepped up their game with this truck and is like trying to shoot for the next level, I believe. And Brandon was all worried about the bottom not looking pretty and getting spun up. Looks like it held up pretty well to me, and I dragged it across some rocks.
Yeah, I tried to not hit rocks.
Yeah, well, it happens. So, I give it, I don't know, an A. Not quite an A+.
Is that a...
Just an A.
Is that a American A or a Canadian A?
I'll go with Canadian.
All right.
Anyway,
we'll do that.
We'll probably cut that section out. So, overall, this truck, I really enjoyed. It was great. Like I said, it handled well, plenty of power. Body post thing. That's about it. All I could say, and that's saying a lot. So, like always, please like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment. We'd like to hear from you guys. And don't hesitate on buying this FMS truck because I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Fun factor's high. It is fun.